Okay, alhamdulillah. Thank God I'm joined us now. Alhamdulillah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa
Salam rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Akhi Nadeem. Hope you're well. Is my voice clear, Nadeem?
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Okay, mashallah. So, Nadeem, just before you joined, what I was telling the brothers was, that because alhamdulillah, I've managed to get my mic sorted on my PC. I know last time,
Very good.
a bit of a challenge. Alhamdulillah, it got sorted. So what I told the brothers was, whilst we wait for you to join, and sometimes it can be 10, 15 minutes, we thought that we will just do quick revision of what we have covered in the previous class, so that
Oh, perfect.
so that the brothers are not just sitting there, so that at least we can do the revision. So yeah, that was just something that I was discussing with the brothers. But you just joined.
Yeah, I think that's a very good idea.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so over to you now, inshallah. I'll just maybe cut off my mic for the time being.
Okay. Excuse me for a second. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن اتبع هداه. أما بعد, alhamdulillah, brothers, welcome back after this long break. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept our prayers and our fasting in the month of Ramadan, and He keeps us upon a path which is consistent and pleasing to Him. So back to where we were. We had finished Ad-Dars Al-Thani Ashar, as far as I remember. Is that correct, Akhi Muzammil? We finished Al-Thani Ashar, right? And Ad-Dars Al-Thani Ashar, actually we quite possibly had even started Al-Thalith Ashar. And it's very, as I've always said to my brothers and to the listeners, it's very important to go back to those lessons, to pick up on those concepts, to remind yourselves of what is in those previous chapters, because what happens in this book is, as soon as they teach you a concept, they begin to use that those concepts and those words and those grammatical rules, they use them in context in the subsequent rules and the subsequent lessons. So you would need to know, for example, the difference between الذي so I haven't got my dream mouse sorted out, the pen mouse that I want to just write with. الذي and الذي. Where those words, for example, in previous lessons have been introduced. For example, in the Dars Al-Thani Ashar, the difference between alladhi and alladhi, and you'll see that these words starting to be introduced ordinarily in coming lessons. In this particular class of ours, there are a few concepts that are being introduced, and one is the plural of hada. Just first of all Yeah. Take these guys out. That's fine. جيد. So in this particular class, الدرس الثالث عشر, one of the things being introduced is the plural of هذا. Now in الدرس الأول, and also in الدرس الثاني. Trying to write it, no, it's not writing. Okay, here you have هذا. And the plural of هذا as it relates to people, because we studied in الدرس الأول من هذا. I'm not mistaken, that was in the درس الأول, not in الدرس الثاني. It was الدرس الأول, page 6 or something. من هذا؟ هذا ولد. من هذا؟ هذا رجل. هذا ولد؟ لا، هذا رجل. And هذا مدرس. That was with من. So in this الدرس الثالث عشر, ألف, first part, which deals with masculine, they're showing you that هذا, the plural of هذا is, if you pay attention to the text down there, I'm still including it, هؤلاء. هؤلاء. هؤلاء, my brothers, is the jam', the plural of هذا. So, as you would have seen in الدرس الأول, هذا طالب, over here you might see هؤلاء طلاب. هؤلاء طلاب. هؤلاء is the plural of okay. Also, we had an introduction to some of the ضمائر. I think we may have covered this already. For example, here in the text you have the word hum, and hum, my brothers, is jam', is plural. And can someone tell me this, the mufrad, the singular? Hum. What is the singular of hum? Where it says hum طلاب. هذا is actually the singular of هؤلاء. أخي مزمل. Absolutely هو. نعم أحسنت. هو. هو. So هو, hum. And هو is simply means he. And hum means them. Okay? If you, I'm sure you have, but I also suspect that some of you may not have gone back to the previous lessons and read and revised. And I really do consider this to be an essential part of moving forward in this book. Come on, brothers. I'm in the UK, and the pollen count is high for those of you who are familiar with hay fever. So every now and then I'm going to switch the mic off so as not to disturb you with the tissue process. Let me just clean out the build up. The pollen is irritating my nose. Okay, so when I do that, I'll save you the trouble, and I'll just quickly switch off the mic. It'll take me a second. Naam, ikhwah. So immediately after هؤلاء, you'll find that the noun is in the plural sense. Jam. Al-fityatu. Whereas in the dars al-tasi' or al-thamin, you had al-fata, which was the singular. هذا من هذا الفتى من هذا الفتى الذي معك. Who is this young man with you? And then the answer would have been هو طالب جديد. And here you have هم طلاب. طلاب is plural, is جمع. And in a dars al-rabi' تقريبا, you had the descriptions of or dars al-khamis, it was نعت المنعوت. And طالب جديد, for example. طالب جديد, if I'm not mistaken. Just trying to refer myself back to that book over there, that lesson over there, Dars al-Khamis, and seeing whether that is where it was, Baytu Hamidin, that was Mudaf and Mudafun ilayhi. Can anyone remember which Dars was had a Na'at al-Man'ud introduced to it? No? 8? Okay, mashallah, tabarakallah. Allah yabarak. جيد. And الدرس الثامن, الدرس الثامن I can't actually see it there. Not to منعوت. In any case, طالب جديد. طالب جديد. And we said before that if the منعوت, that's the السابع, is it? That's the السابع. Also, I can't see it, and there's a sabit. So, we said that if the التاسع, MashaAllah, جيد. We said that when the منعوت, here's the منعوت, page 53, page 54, 58. صحيح. الدرس التاسع صحيح. جزاك الله خيرا. طيب. It says over here, الدرس التاسع, on my, I have page 46 over there, if it's page 46 for you guys. Let me quickly take you there. We'll come back to 65 later. Page 46. Is it the same? I think it is. Yeah. من هذا الرجل؟ من هذا الرجل؟ هو عباس. عباس تاجر. Okay. عباس تاجر غني. Okay. Now here you have Abbasun, this is Mubtada, this is the beginning of the sentence. Tajirun, this is Khabar, it's giving you information about Abbas. Okay? And over here there's some extra information, which is the word Ghaniyun. Abbasun Tajirun. Abbas is a merchant or a trader or a businessman. What kind of a businessman is he? Let's describe this Tajir. Tajirun, and then the word over here comes Ghaniyun. And this word Ghaniyun, this is describing Tajirun, that's called Na'at. Okay, brothers? I'm sure you all remember this, inshallah. And we said that the Na'at follows the Man'ut. Man'ut being the word tajir, the one that's being described. The na'at follows the man'ut in every aspect. If the man'ut is mufrad, singular, the na'at is also mufrad, singular. If the man'ut is mudhakkar, masculine, then the na'at will also be mudhakkar, masculine. نعم أخي, good question, جزاك الله خيرا. Is tajirun ghaniyun together the khabar of Abbasun? Allahu Alam. I'll have to go back to one of the books of Arab just to have a check whether they consider it to be together. But in any case, what the point I wanted to highlight was how the na'at, which is ghaniyun, follows the man'ut in everything that it does. So the man'ut is mudhakkar, masculine, no ta marbuta. So therefore the na'at will also be the same. Ghaniyun. Tajirun has a dhammatain on the end of it. Tajirun. There's no harf al-jar, there's no mudaf, there's nothing going on. So it's tajirun. So then the na'at will also have on the end of it, following the same pattern. No ta marbuta, no ta marbuta. Meaning mudhakkar and mudhakkar. Masculine. Dhamma. No alif lam? No alif lam. And there is the exception of the alif lam issue, my brothers, as you will remember, when something is mudafun ilayhi, when something is mudaf rather, when something is mudaf, it does not take alif lam. It only takes one vowel point on the end of it. For example, Kitabu Khalidin. Kitabu Khalidin. The word Kitabu only has one dhamma. No, there's no alif lam. Because it's behaving like it has alif lam. And the fact that alif lam would define the book for us, that this is a well-known book, Al-Kitabu. This is something that we're already aware of, and we already we have it in our perception already. This book. When you say Al-Kitabu, we know which book you're talking about. Aina Al-Kitabu, Aina Al-Kitabu. Where is the book? Meaning the book that we already know that we're looking for or we're asking about. I know that you know which book I'm asking about. So Al-Kitabu causes the word Kitab to only have one dhamma, as we learned in the Dars al-Rabi' تقريبا. And when you get to mudaf ilayhi, you say Kitabu Khalidin. Kitabu does not have alif lam, but it still has one dhamma. Why? Because by adding Khalid's name, annexing the book to Khalid, we also know which book we're talking about. So therefore, mudaf behaves like it has alif lam. As I explained to you brothers before, that the original structure of Kitabu Khalidin could well be Al-Kitabu li Khalidin. Al-Kitabu li Khalidin. And to make it brief and to shorten it, alif lam from the mudaf came off, and the lam of milk, of ownership from the second word came off, and it became Kitabu Khalidin, which was directly shortening that word combinations. Al-Kitabu li Khalidin. That's the origin of mudaf ilayhi, one might say. So the point here is that if this has alif lam, this will also take alif lam. But it's quite possible that this word here is mudaf, and the na'at is describing the mudaf. Okay. And so in that case, you will not find alif lam over here. You may find alif lam over here. And the examples of that will show you have actually proceeded. Going back to where we were, من هؤلاء الفتية الطوال يا علي؟ من هؤلاء الفتية الطوال يا علي؟ الفتية is the plural of al-fata. الطوال is the jam', the plural of. Anyone else? That's right. جزاك الله خير. طويل. الطويل صحيح. جيد. من هؤلاء الفتية الطوال يا علي؟ هم طلاب جدد. هم طلاب جدد. So جدد is again the plural of. My brother, I need you to have now your fingers on the keyboards as I'll be asking you questions. Hey, نعم صحيح. نعم. What's the mufrad? What's the mufrad of جدد? جديد. أحسنت بارك الله فيك. هم طلاب جدد. Who and the mufrad هو طالب جديد. هو طالب جديد. من أين هم؟ هم من أمريكا. And this is one of the new concepts we may have studied already. The words which finish naturally with alif, whether it looks like the alif that you can see now in the word America, or the alif which is called alif maqsoor, which looks like a ya, but it doesn't have the two dots underneath it, in words like such as mustashfa. Then when the harf al-jar comes before it, you will not see the effect. You will not see the two kasras or one kasra, because it's impossible for the kasra to appear when there's an alif already there. جيد. هم من أمريكا. أهم زملاؤك. And زملاؤك is jam'. And what is the mufrad, my brothers? أهم زملاؤك. زميل. أحسنت. بارك الله فيك. Which means colleague. Are they your colleagues, your classmates, class fellows? نعم هم زملائي. Why is it that this word here, there's no alif lam? There's only one dhamma on the last letter of the word. There's only one dhamma. Those is no alif lam. Anyone tell me? So the question is, why is there only, Ahsan, the answer comes already. Alma says, Zumala'uka only has one dhamma because Zumala'u is mudaf. So where is mudafun ilayhi? Where is mudafun ilayhi? The kaf, Ahsan, Abu Asil. It's the kaf. So if kaf is the mudafun ilayhi, why doesn't kaf have kasra? Why doesn't it have kasra? Because we said that mudafun ilayhi is always majroor, always has kasra. So why does not this have kasra? أيوة أحسنت جزاك الله خير. The ضمير is مبني. I don't know, is that Dutch, Alma? But yeah, as Muzammil says, right, it's damir, kaf is a damir, and it's fixed in that position. Ka, it has a meaning. Upon Alma, I'm not sure if you're asking the question now or if you're laughing with us. Your answer is correct. And Naam, Zumala ka, ka obviously it is mudafun ilayhi, but you can't see the kasra because this is a damir, the pronoun, and the pronoun is fixed. That was the answer. Just saw somebody said pronoun back there. Abu Awwal, you said fixed, ahsant, that's correct. But somebody said the word pronoun earlier. Who was it? Abu Asil. Now, you said pronoun. That was the correct answer for the mudaf ilayhi. It wasn't exactly my question at that stage. The question, that is the question now. Why is there no kasra on this word here? Because it's mudaf ilayhi. You said, no, the answer, what you said, comes in to play now. It's a pronoun. So therefore it's fixed and you will not see the kasra on it. It's in the state of being in a kasra. Alhamdulillah, mashallah. Over here we say lol, but now we know that what you guys say in Holland. And when we say we're asking a question, like, what's up? It just shows the difference in cultures. Even in the Arabic language, you'd be surprised. You guys are learning something over here, and you'll find in some countries these words are not being used. Jayid. I'm going to read through the text now. Most of what they want you to pick up in this class in Al-Alif is already it has already come, which is the plural of hada, the plural of the nouns. Maybe because of the weather or what? So the plural of hada, and immediately the noun that comes after is jam' also plural, and then the na'at is also plural. Jayid? That's one thing that's been introduced. Another thing I can't remember if it's being introduced for the first time or it's being revised, which is hum, the plural of huwa. Okay? You guys have hay fever there as well. I think it actually started from where you guys are, because all those flowers, all the tulips that they plant. Jayid. There is something over here as well, further down into the text, being introduced. بعضهم من الصين وبعضهم من الياباني. Some of them and some of them. بعضهم means some of them. بعض, that's mudaf, and hum is mudafun ilayhi. Jayid. So going back and reading to the top, from the top, I'll bring it down to here in a second. أهم زملاؤك؟ نعم هم زملائي. هم في فصلي. They're in my class. أهم مجتهدون? There's maybe a new word, and it has waw and noon, which shows that it's plural. And the word mujtahidun, what does it actually mean? The ones can tell me this. I'm sure this word has already appeared. نعم يا أخي أبو أول أحسنت. Hard working. So أهم مجتهدون. Are they hard working? نعم هم مجتهدون. ما أسماؤهم؟ عفوا يا أخي ألما. أهم مجتهدون means, are they hard working? What's your particular question? Or around? I'm not sure what you're asking. نعم هم مجتهدون. That's interesting over here. ما أسماؤهم. And we studied in the previous lessons that the word ism, it starts with Hamzat al-Wasl. Usually has that wiggly sign on top of it. Smaller than that. This one looks like a mad or dhamma. Smaller than that. Hamzat al-Wasl. Such that if it was in the middle of a sentence, you wouldn't pronounce it. For example, masmuhu, masmuka. The alif gets knocked off in pronunciation, unless it's the beginning of a sentence. Ismuhu Khalidun. Okay, but when you look at the plural of the word ismun, which is asma'un, then the hamza is no longer hamzatul wasl. It's hamzatul qat'i. Hamzatul qat', which means you actually pronounce it in every instance. Ma asma'uhum. أسماؤهم ياسر وزكريا وموسى وعبد الله. I want you to notice how in Arabic, when you're making a list of things, you do repeat the waw, which is equivalent to an in English. Now in English, you wouldn't say it right at the end. You'll say their names are Yasir, Zakaria, Musa, and Abdullah. In Arabic, no. You don't say Asma'uhum Yasirun, Zakaria, Musa, wa Abdullah. No, you don't. You say Yasir, wa Zakaria, wa Musa, wa Abdullah. Jayid. One thing is might be worth pointing out about this waw, the waw which is and, waw of at, okay, is that if you notice after the waw, there's no gap between the waw and the zay. Wa Zakaria, wa Musa, there's no gap. Wa Abdullahi. It is a common mistake, particularly nowadays, as we're typing on WhatsApp and we're typing salam to each other, that people are leaving a space after the waw. Wa alaykum as-salam, for example. And there's no gap actually. It's connected. This is a harf, and this one over here is similar to fa, the letter fa. Have you ever seen the fa standing alone? No, it doesn't. It always joins to the next word. Okay? So, if it's not a fa and it's a waw, then it also joins. But naturally, because waw doesn't join in physical terms, doesn't join to the word next to it, meaning it doesn't link because of the nature of the letter, it doesn't mean that now you have to write it as a separate entity. It stays as the same entity, it joins to the word next to it. وَمَنْ هَؤُلَاءِ الرِّجَالُ الْقِصَارُ Al-Qisaru, what do my brothers think is the singular of Al-Qisaru and the meaning? أحسنتما بارك الله فيكما قصير, you're right, that means short. من هؤلاء الرجال القصار؟ نعم أحسنت يا عمر. هم حجاج. And حجاج, this is jam'. And the mufrad, anyone tell me the mufrad? حجر. أحسنت أخي. Good try, but it's not correct. It's actually أيوة حاج. صحيح. You're right. حاج. And this one has a shadda on the jim. No, like that. حاج حجاج. And excuse me. صحيح مزمل هو حاج هو حاج and commonly in the Asian countries, they refer to someone who's performed Hajj as Haji. As a Haji. Haji, that's what they call it, and this is common and widespread. Whereas in the Arab world, they don't call him Haji, they call him Hajj. You may, if you've ever been out there, to Saudi Arabia, Umrah for Hajj, you find the police referring to people as Ya Hajj. Ya Hajj. When they're trying to get their attention to maybe clear the path, to move, make space, or to keep moving, yeah, they refer to them as Ya Hajj. No one says Ya Haji. That's the common use, Hajj, but we hardly use it in other parts of the world. نعم هم حجاج من أين هم بعضهم من الصين وبعضهم من اليابان. Some of them and some of them. Some of them and some of them. أين مصطفى, just to go back over here, I've just realized that one of the points that they're trying to introduce in this lesson is how you will have people's names, sometimes ordinarily with Dhamma on the end of it, Yasirun, sometimes with an Alif on the end of it, Zakaria, Alif Mamdood, which is the stretched out Alif, the normal Alif, and sometimes with the Alif Maqsoor as Musa. And other times someone's name will be Mudaf and Mudafun ilayhi, Abdullahi. And it seems that the author, Dr. V. Abdurrahim, Jazahullah Khairan wa Hafidhahullah wa Shafahu, very wisely and cleverly, he was putting in things in order to build and develop our understanding of the language. So this is not an accident. Yasirun wa Zakaria wa Musa wa Abdullahi, 4 different types of formations for these words. أين المصطفى وأصدقاؤه. أين المصطفى وزملاؤه وأصدقاؤه ذهبوا إلى المطعم. ذهبوا إلى المطعم. And this is something that we have already seen in the past, and this is the plural of ذهب. We had previously discussed it. Is it now for us to learn from every word the Jam'? Nam ya akhi Alma. One of the things that you have to start doing now is to start memorizing all of the plurals of any word that you find. That's really that. And as we have mentioned before, when you learn the opposites of words, you double your vocab. When you learn the plural of words, you also double your vocab. So every word that you knew, which was in a singular form, the moment you learn its plural, your vocab becomes double, naturally. أين المصطفى وأصدقاؤه, and the plural of this is أصدقاء is the plural, is مضاف إليه. What is the mufrad, please? صديق. أحسنت أبو أسيل. صديق. أصدقاء. نعم. not صادق يا أخي ألمق. صديق. جيد. أصدقاؤه. And this is again مضاف ومضاف إليه. Asking about these people, he said ذهبوا. And you learned previously, in previous classes, you learned ذهب. For the writing. ذهب. He went. And here you have they went. And what happens? The waw is added at the end of it, and it becomes ذهبوا. ذهبوا إلى المطعم. This may be a new word. It's a very common word in the university because the students all, they look forward to their meals. This is the restaurant or the canteen or the cafeteria. It's actually it means restaurant. Well, brothers, we can spend some minutes, inshallah, reading the exercises through. Okay. But before that, I would like for whoever of you wishes to read the conversation. So who would like to do some reading, please? Show me your hand and I'll give you the mic, inshallah. Anybody? Who can I give the mic to? Alma? Okay, go ahead. You have mic control yourself, so please go ahead and read it.
Okay. Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm hoping my voice is clear. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. من هؤلاء الفتية الطوال يا علي.
نعم. نعم. Don't forget the همزة الوصل. من هؤلاء الفتية الطوال. فتية الطوال يا علي.
طيب. من هؤلاء الفتية الطوال يا علي. هم.
يا علي.
يا علي.
بارك الله فيك. Just emphasize what is at the end of that word.
Yeah, sure. هم طلاب جدد.
جيد.
من أين؟
بارك الله فيك.
هم من أمريكا.
This is nice, Muzammil, because that word there. We often hear complaints of new students. They say, "Oh, how am I supposed to read the word if the vowel points are not there?" But, alhamdulillah, from context, the person knows. As just now you said, man, and you realize, no, it's min. And that's how it is, and people start reading, alhamdulillah, from context. Now, go ahead, Abi.
هم من أمريكا.
جيد.
أهم زملاؤك؟ نعم هم زملائي. هم في فصلي. أهم مجتهدون؟ نعم مجتهدون. نعم هم مجتهدون. So I'll just repeat that. نعم هم زملائي. هم في فصل أهم مجتهدون نعم هم مجتهدون. Shall I carry on? Or then ما أسماؤهم. I was going to say ism, but obviously it's clearly أسماؤهم. So ما أسماؤهم أسماؤهم ياسر وزكريا وموسى وعبد الله. ومن هؤلاء الرجال القصار. ومن هؤلاء الرجال القصار. I'm sure
Now, can you take over Hamza al-Wasl here?
okay. ومن هؤلاء الرجال القصار. هم 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 حجاج عفوا هم حجاج
حجاج صحيح. هم حجاج.
هم حجاج. من أين هم؟ بعضهم من الصين وبعضهم من اليابان. أين المصطفى وأصدقاؤه؟ ذهبوا إلى المطعم.
جزاك الله خيرا. طيب يا إخوة, Muzamil, stay with me inshallah, because the brothers may be having issues with their mics. So if you could possibly do some reading with me here. It says حول المبتدأ في كل من الجمل الآتية إلى جمع. Change the مبتدأ to plural in each of these sentences. So the مبتدأ is the first noun that appears, which is in this case هذا. هذا طالب. So change هذا to plural, which is هؤلاء. If you change it to plural, then obviously the khabar is also going to change. طالب then becomes طلاب. They've given you the actual, they've actually given you the plural. So the brothers, what you guys have to do is memorize these words on the left as being the plural of these words over here. Akhi Kareem, you could just go ahead, Muzammil, and read for me number 1, 3, let's go 1, 4, 8, and 11.
هذا تاجر. هؤلاء تجار. هذا كبير. هؤلاء كبار. هذا ولد. هؤلاء أولاد. هذا شيخ. هؤلاء شيوخ.
أيوة أحسنت. جزاك الله خيرا. Let's go to now, mashallah. Here you have 25 examples. Nice. Let's keep going. Let's do some one over here. I'll just keep going. You keep going, please.
Okay, طيب. هذا غني. هؤلاء أغنياء. هذا أخ. هؤلاء إخوة. هذا مدرس. هؤلاء مدرسون. هذا مسلم. هؤلاء مسلمون.
جيد. I want to bring these words over here to the attention of my brothers. What you notice, which is about all of these 5 words. Zamir or anybody else?
Sorry, Ustad, I didn't get the question.
What can you notice that is similar between all of these words, Zamilun, Faqirun, Ghaniyun, Sadiqun, Tabibun. Any similarity?
They all are adjectives.
No, no. But as Abu Asim said, they all sound the same. They all have the same end. They all end in the same way.
Yeah.
This E is after they have two letters and then a Ya and as the third letter and then the final letter to close it off. Elongated with kasra, sahih Abu Awwal. Elongated with let's say with a Ya in the third letter. So زميل ثقيل غني صديق طبيب جيد. And notice how the plural for all of these, they actually follow the same pattern as well. So زميل زملاء فقير فقراء غني أغنياء صديق أصدقاء. صحيح مزمل because it's not جمع سالم, it's جمع تكسير. Yeah, نعم جمع تكسير, meaning that though we didn't really speak much about that right now, so it's fine inshallah. But yeah, you're right, it's جمع تكسير, meaning it's not simply adding a waw or noon, it's a new formatted word. These ones over here, all of these words here is just simply adding waw and noon to the end of the words and it becomes plural. جيد. مدرسون مهندسون فلاحون مجتهدون مسلمون. And this is called jam'. This is the type of jam' is salim. It's called salimun. Jam' mudhakkar salim. This is plural and it's salim. Sahih Abu Asim. Is it mudhakkar or is it mu'annath? Is it masculine or feminine? The one is masculine, it's mudhakkar. So it's jam' plural. It's mudhakkar, which is masculine. And it's salim because you only add waw and noon. Okay? As opposed to these ones over here, the word formations are changed. The original word is changed. This is called a broken plural, jam'u taksir. Jam'u taksir. Sorry, والراء is looking like a wow. جمع تكسير. جيد. So the point, but the point I wanted to bring to you was how you can establish patterns. زملاء, فقراء, أغنياء, أصدقاء, أطباء. جيد. I'm going to give you a word which is common amongst the people. I want you to tell me the singular of it. Okay? I'm going to write it here now. Anyone read that? Muzammil, you got the mic. Can you read that?
My voice clear? Okay, I'm assuming you're able to hear me. Okay. هذا أخ هؤلاء إخوة هذا مدرس عفوا علماء هذا عالم هؤلاء علماء. Is that what you want?
What do you think, my brothers? Do you agree with Muzammil? Muzammil said, هذا عالم هؤلاء علماء. I would like to see hands of agreement or disagreement. If you agree with Muzammil that the singular of ulama is alimun, say 1, type 1. And if it's something, if you disagree with him, write 2. Okay, Abu Asil and Abu Awal, and how about Alma? Are you still with us, Akhi? Do you agree that alim is the singular of ulama? Or is it something else? If you agree, write 1. If you disagree, write 2. Abu Awal, have you got a suggestion of what the singular might be if it's not alim? Ilm, ilm. That ilm means knowledge, and the plural of ilm, knowledge, is ulum, like knowledges or sciences, ulum. But here, ulama, you notice all of these words we had zumala, these are all people, zumala, fuqara, aghniya, asdiqa, atibba, doctors, friends, rich people, poor people, colleagues, ulama, scholars. The singular, in actual fact, should follow the same pattern, right, guys? Zamilun, Aqirun, Aniyun, Sadiqun, Habibun, and what, guys? Alimun, Alimun. And Alim means one that has more knowledge than an alim. Alim has knowledge, Alim has more. Though it's not being used that much, but however, it's in the Quran. As Allah Ta'ala said, وَفَوْقَ كُلِّ ذِي عِلْمٍ عَلِيمٌ. And above everyone that has a portion of knowledge, there is one that has more knowledge. وَفَوْقَ كُلِّ ذِي عِلْمٍ عَلِيمٌ. بارك الله فيكم. جيد. I think we're going to have to stop, although there's a lot to practice here. Look at this one. Look at this example in exercise 2. Look at the example. من هذا الرجل هو حاج. That's your original sentence. Change it to plural. من هؤلاء الرجال هم حجاج. طيب, let's go for the answer now. Number 1. من أين هذا الطالب هو من الهند. من أين هؤلاء الطلاب هم من الهند. أين التاجر الكبير هو في السوق. أين التجار الكبار هم في السوق. أين المدرس الجديد هو عند المدير, is with the head. أين المدرسون الجدد هم عند المدير. They are with the head. Brothers, I would like you to read these and record your voices and send them to me on WhatsApp, inshallah. Jazakumullahu khairan. Over here, also, exercise 3, Damir. أبناء أبناء محمد مضاف مضاف إليه. أبناؤه مضاف to ضمير. أسماء أسماء الطلاب أسماؤهم. زملاء زملاء حامد زملاؤك. أصدقاء أصدقاء المدرس, the teacher's friends. أصدقاؤه, his friends. جيد. Practice that reading also. بارك الله فيكم. And here we have changing the verb from singular to plural. الطالب الطالب ذهب إلى المطعم. الطلاب ذهبوا إلى المطعم. So what do you think is going to happen here? الطالب جلس في الفصل. الطلاب نعم. Anybody? جلسوا في الفصل. Add واو and alif at the end of it. المدرس خرج من المدرسة. What's the plural of المدرس? جمع. المدرسون. أحسنت. المدرسون. What do you think about this? What happens to this word خرج? It's going to become خرجوا. بارك الله فيك. المدرسون خرجوا من المدرسة. And here التاجر ذهب إلى السوق. What do you say? ذهبوا. جيد. And the first word التاجر becomes التجار. أحسنت. التجار ذهبوا إلى السوق. جيد. And here's some reading practice, the exercise 5. That's good. You can record your voices with reading, that'd be very nice. And over here, right at the end, practicing exercise 6, practice the plurals of these words and write them down. Okay, guys? All of this, I would say, is homework. Okay? And emailing it to the email group, or forwarding it to me on WhatsApp. All of that is beneficial for your development. Jazakumullahu khairan. Here is my WhatsApp. I'll give you my UK one now. Go ahead and send that, inshallah. Barakallahu feekum. The next lesson, bi'idhnillah, we'll do ad-dars al-thalith ashar ba, part 2, which is the mu'annath side of things, the feminine side of things, the feminine plurals. جزاكم الله خيرا والله أعلم وصلى اللهم وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. And inshallah ta'ala, this though it wasn't intended to start at around 10:30, it seems that 10:30 might actually be a better time. So around this time, 10:15 to 10:30, inshallah, according to my availability. Allah yubarak fikum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.